What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. Today was nuts. Okay, where do we start here? Where do we start? Because this is a story. God bless the internet. God bless YouTube, because, without it, stories like this would never, social media has been abundance of entertainment. So, if you've been living under a rock over the last couple of days, you will not know that Logan Paul, YouTube internet sensation guy, bought what he believed to be an entire sealed case of first edition Pokemon cards. He paid a hefty sum, $3.5 million. This case was authenticated by Baseball Card Exchange. Okay, it's nice in this nice little wrap sealed sort of cellophane or plastic here. Again, for those of you who aren't familiar with Baseball Card Exchange or BBCE, the E is very important there. Don't be nasty. They offer authentication services on sealed cases and sealed boxes of trading cards, sports cards, basketball, baseball, Pokemon, TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that good stuff. They will authenticate that your box either came from a sealed case that they opened up, or they will authenticate the case as unmolested, not tampered with, and not opened and searched through. Okay. You can go on eBay, pull up all kinds of, just type in Baseball Card Exchange or BBCE, and you'll see all kinds of boxes for sale with this wrapping on it. Okay. That wrapping indicates that somebody from Baseball Card Exchange reviewed it and authenticated the, either that it's a sealed case or that it came from a sealed case and it's been untampered with, unsearched, and all that good stuff. Okay. So there's a quick update on that. So Matt, who sold the box or the case to Logan Paul for $3.5 million, bought it from another guy. Poke Kahuna, I think was the guy's name, for $2.7 million not too long ago, a few months ago. And he then took that case to Baseball Card Exchange, and that's where it was authenticated. At that point, it was authenticated. Okay. So you guys got the whole story. Now, there's all kinds of speculation about whether or not this is even real, whether or not this is just a big publicity stunt, this, that, and the other. I don't think that to be the case, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there is way too much on the line here. Not for Logan Paul, not for Matt, not for the Poke Kahuna guy. There's a lot on the line here for the collecting community as a whole, and there's a whole lot on the line here for Baseball Card Exchange. Okay. Excuse me. So that's where that is. Now, I'll link the video in the description. You guys can go watch it. It's a 7-minute video. It's not that long. But the most important part of that video, in my opinion, comes here. We'll watch this piece of it.
We all got duped.
We all got duped, he says.
Agreed?
Do you agree?
Yeah. It's the biggest fraud in the entire history of Pokemon. So
This tape on top is just embedded into the cardboard.
I don't know if Jacob knew it was.
So he says, I don't know if Jacob knew it was fake. Jacob is the guy that sold it to him. The Poke Kahuna guy, or Poke Kahuna, or whatever. So this is Matt. This is the guy that sold it to Logan Paul.
That's is where I'm at, right? There's gonna be a whole other process that goes into this. This is. I would have never purchased this if it wasn't BBC wrap.
Okay. Well, okay. So then that makes me think that he bought it wrapped. He bought it wrapped, or he may have had it wrapped as part of the deal. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the details of the transaction between him and the other guy. But he said,
I would have never purchased this if it wasn't BBC wrap. We only buy.
He would never have purchased it if it wasn't BBCE wrapped. And then look at the look on this guy's face. He's like, holy shit. I think he knows what I'm thinking, which is that in the midst of all of this, right? Matt, guy's a millionaire. Logan Paul, millionaire. Those guys have money. They have lawyers. They're going to figure it out. They're going to be made whole to some extent, right? I don't know exactly the guarantees for baseball card exchange on their authentication services. I don't know if if BBCE is now out. Let's see, baseball card exchange. I don't know what their guarantee is. I'm not sure if they have. Contact us, shipping, orders, refunds, orders and deliveries, terms and conditions. Yeah, it's probably, this is just cookies stuff. I don't know what type of guarantee they offer, buyback guarantee or whatever the case may be. I don't see anything immediately on their website that I can point to. Authentication. Anyway, for rush services, I don't know that there's like a buyback guarantee. I don't think there is. I haven't seen one. But what's important here is that look on his face kind of tells me that he knows that he's screwed. Like they messed up royally, right? But shortly thereafter, after this video dropped, they released this statement on their Instagram. Okay. They said, in March of 2021, we were asked to provide our good faith opinion and verify that the Pokemon case had not been previously opened or tampered with. We evaluated it, and in our opinion, the case was in its original state. This past Saturday, we opened that case to verify our opinions, and we're extremely disappointed to learn it was inauthentic. It was fake. We had authenticated tens of thousands of sealed card products for nearly 20 years and have meticulously developed a structure and framework to provide our expert opinion. We are reevaluating our approach to all sealed cases going forward. That is huge. We also have decided to halt the review of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cases or boxes until we assess and revise our process to avoid this happening in the future. The big statement here is that they are reevaluating their approach to all sealed cases going forward. That's concerning. That's a little bit concerning. So, again, I think the biggest loser in all of this is not Matt. It's not Logan Paul. It's the hobby as a whole and baseball cards exchange. I think they're going to take a massive hit to their reputation. It happened to one of the most popular guys in the world, Logan Paul, who has a massive platform. And he essentially just put them on blast, right? And I think they're gonna get hurt here. I don't know to what extent. Who knows? Because let's face it, the hobby as a whole is pretty fickle, right? I mean, HGA made a couple of mistakes, and the majority of the hobby is like crucifying the hell out of them. The hobby doesn't take very well to mistakes being made when it comes to authentication and certifying the authenticity of collectibles items, right? It's one of the reasons why, for as much as I dislike their their processes and as much as I dislike them operationally, PSA has one of the best guarantees when it comes to their authentication services. It's a guarantee, right? Because they're saying, look, we're going to give you our best opinion as to whether or not this is authentic. We're also going to give you our best opinion as to what the grade is. But if we screw up, we will buy that card back from you. It has a guarantee on it. HGA did the same thing. I think the people that had the fake cards, they ended up taking care of those people. An authentication is nothing without a guarantee, in my opinion. Okay? So I don't know what kind of guarantee Baseball Card Exchange is giving, but I think this being such a public thing happened to Logan Paul, who is a very public person, has a huge audience. I mean, the guy's got, 25 million subscribers on YouTube. God knows how many followers on YouTube. I mean, he's, the guy's Logan Paul. And these guys are on blast now, and we'll see what happens. We'll see, Baseball Card Exchange authenticated cases and boxes fetched a premium because of that authentication. Who knows if the price is going to take a hit to anything Baseball Card Exchange authenticated. I want to hear from you guys. If you are in possession of a box or a case of Baseball Card Exchange authenticated from Baseball Card Exchange, if you have one, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to know. Or email me or whatever. I just want to hear from you guys who actually have cases and boxes that have been authenticated by Baseball Card Exchange. What are your thoughts? How do you feel? Does that wrapping mean anything less as a result of this? In my opinion, I would have said no until I saw their statement that said, we're reevaluating everything. We are going back to the drawing board on our entire process of authenticating. That scares me a little bit. I'm afraid for those of you who have paid a premium for your boxes and your cases that have been authenticated by Baseball Card Exchange. But let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear your opinion. If you have one, I'm not that big of a baller I'm not a baller at all, but I'm not a baller. I can't afford those cases and those boxes, so I have no dog in this fight. But if you do, I'd be very, very curious to hear from you. I appreciate you guys watching as always. I love y'all. Peace.